Healthy Choices activity by Wee Chicks. How much sugar? Today we're going to look at how much sugar in our cereals and also in our fizzy drinks. For our cereals, you will need cereals that you have at home, scales, 2 breakfast bowls, and a bag of sugar. So if you put the bowl on the scales and make sure it is at 0, ask your child to normally pour out the cereal that they would put into their bowl in the morning. Let's see the weight. Now for the maths. Look for the nutritional value normally found on the front of the box. Above we have given 2 examples, one of Frosties and cornflakes. All cereals recommend a 30-gram portion. In our Frosties, we can see that in a 30-gram portion of Frosties, we have 11 grams of sugar. In a 30-gram portion of cornflakes, we have 24 grams of sugar. Therefore, cornflakes have less sugar in it. We want to find out how many grams we have in our bowl we have just poured. So I'll give you an example. If we have 60 grams in our bowl of Frosties, we multiply that by 2, which will give us 22 grams of sugar. In your bowl, pour out 22 grams of sugar, and here you will be able to see how much sugar is in that bowl of cereal for your breakfast. It does add up over the week. You can also get your child to pour out into the bowl a 30-gram portion so they can visualize and see how much an actual recommended portion is. Here we have a display of different cereals, which are children's favourites. Cocoa Pops, Cheerios, Frosties, which can be high in sugar. It is recommended that the healthier options would be the likes of porridge, shredded wheat, Weetabix, or your lower added sugar cereals like cornflakes. How much sugar are we meant to have daily? Children under the age of 4, there is no recommended guideline, but it is recommended that they do avoid sugar and sweetened drinks. From the age of 4 years to 6, no more than 19 grams of sugar a day. From 7 years to 10 is no more than 24 grams of sugar a day. And from 11 years plus, it is no more than 30 grams of sugar a day. As I am sure, maybe some of your bowls are actually over your daily allowance. This does help us to make healthier choices. Our next activity we are going to look at is our fizzy juices. So gather up any fizzy juices bottles that you have. If you don't have any bottles, that's fine. You can look for the nutritional value of these bottles on the internet. So for this you will need your bottles of juice and sugar and scales so you can weigh out your sugar. Okay, so here we have an example of a Coke can, which is 330 mils. Normally on the sides of the bottles, it will tell you how much is in that bottle. Sometimes our food labelling can be very confusing. Some of them may give us just 100 mils, and others will give us the total amount in that bottle. On this example, it has given us the total amount that is in this can of Coke. In this 330ml can of Coke, we have 35 grams of sugar. We have circled this in yellow so that you can make it more clear to see. As we know from the previous slides, our recommended allowance for our over 11s is 30 grams a day, and for our younger children it is even less. So if we're having 1 can of Coke a day, we are really over our daily allowance. Have a look at the back of the bottles and measure out your sugar content. Now, for example, if you have a 500 ml bottle of milkshake and you can only get the nutritional value of 100 mils, if you look for the sugar, which is normally under carbohydrates, if it gives you for the 100 grams, you need to multiply this by 5 to give you the total amount that is in your bottle. So this activity really it is think before you drink. Here is an example of how much sugar is in different drinks that again are favourites for our children. Are you really surprised of how much sugar is in these drinks? Why not go for alternative healthier options of water or non-added diluted juice? When we measure the sugar content out, it makes us see how much sugar we are actually consuming on a daily basis. We hope that you have enjoyed these activities today, and you can do this with other items like chocolate bars. Thank you for watching.